Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. So it's Juma again, and it just feels so strange, don't you guys think? Put in the comments if you guys think it feels strange that Fridays come again, but it doesn't feel like Juma like we normally have. I mean, for me, it definitely feels very, very different. Normally, you get all these messages popping up on your phone and on your social media, Juma Mubarak, and Juma this and all the Surah Kahf um, virtues. But this time, it's like you get nothing. It's like a normal day. And I mean, I've kind of lost track of what day it is. I mean, if I didn't know that it was Juma today, I think I'd probably not know exactly what day it was. Do you guys find that as well? So I've tried that thing I told you guys yesterday. One of my friends, he brought me black seed oil, and I tried that. Put it in water, and like Zamira saying, she tries it with black seed oil with the water in the morning. So I tried that. Taste is, what can I say? It's not everyone's cup of tea. So I tried that, and I had some of the honey as well. So I'm gonna see Big Mo saying you shouldn't take too much cider vinegar oil. It's bad for your bones. I've never heard that, but now you've said it, you put shuck into my head now. Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all the time. And it just kind of like amazing how the human body is just so weak. Subhanallah, how Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, we are walking around like we're like time bombs, not in a terrorist way, but we are like walking around and we don't even know what's happening in most of our body. Like we only see the outside of our body. We don't know how our heart's functioning, how our liver's functioning, how our kidneys, how our brain's functioning. Any second something can happen and khalas, end of story. And it's just subhanallah, these kind of things just make us realize how dependent we are on the world, on the air, on Allah, all of Allah's bounties. And that we should always, 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 always take care of our health. Yeah, take care of our health, make sure that we read the right du'as as well. The Prophet ﷺ, he used to say this du'a when he used to leave the house. He would say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an azilla aw uzal. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from slipping azilla aw uzal, or being made to slip. One adilla aw udal, and I go astray, or I am made to go astray. An azlim and udlam, or I harm anyone else, or I'm harmed. Subhanallah, look at that. Amazing dua, isn't it? When you go outside your house, you're like concentrating, what am I gonna do? I know because we haven't been leaving the house. This is a dua I usually read when I go out the house anyway. I just kind of like memorized it from a long time ago. And I just like roll it off my tongue. But when I start thinking about these things, when you're in isolation, you get more time to think. Do you guys find that as well? When you're in isolation, when you're alone, your mind starts to become less distracted and less distorted with everything else. That white noise is not there. When you go outside, you get all this white noise, meeting people, and all these kind of thoughts and everything. I'm trying to find my salat is more kind of like enjoyable. I'm trying to find I feel like reading more Quran. I feel like listening to more Quran. I feel like doing more good things. I don't know. Subhanallah, it has this kind of like. Let me know as well what you guys experience when you guys go through this kind of stuff. So Jumas, I mean, Jumas. When I was in Pakistan, I remember one of the things I get a lot in Jumas is I get exhausted in Jumas. When I was in Pakistan, I used to have this kind of like in the madrasa, we used to have this sort of tartib, right, which was basically Fridays was off over there, right? In most of the madrasas in Pakistan, Fridays like off. You get like Thursday night basically till Friday night or Saturday morning, you're off. So I used to sometimes go study on Thursday nights, and go visit some relatives I had in Karachi as well. But I remember Friday, Jum'ah, if I was in the madrasa, we used to have biryani. Yeah, there used to be like this biryani place outside, a few biryani places. Haji biryanis there was, and there was another one as well. I forgot the name of that biryani as well. And they used to have biryani, which is very spicy, and then after that you have lassi, one whole glass of. I don't know if you guys know what lassi is. It's basically like a yogurty kind of drink. Yeah, a yogurty kind of drink. It's like that kind of Turkish yogurty drink, that iron drink. It's like that. You can have it salty, you can have it sweet. I like it salty. Salty, oh, so nice, cold on a hot day. You have your biryani, you pray your Juma, you have your biryani, you drink that, and then you put the fan on and you just go to sleep. And then you wake up for Asr. And that's such a nice, wonderful experience. Yeah, wonderful feeling. Because in hot countries, usually in the midday, it's like very lazy, a lazy kind of like time of the day. It's very hot. People are resting, and that's one of the kind of nice things you remember at Juma. This is something that a lot of you guys should try and experience with your family as well, with your children. A lot of children, they living in the West, they are deprived of the like feeling of Juma. And if you live in Islamic countries, you can feel Juma everywhere you go. I mean, if you go to, I went to Palestine, Masjid Aqsa. Some of you guys are asking, Eskhan's asking, talk about Masjid Aqsa. Masjid Aqsa Juma is next level. Yeah, next level Juma. That is just packed out. It's they have recitation going on. They have then the talks going on, and they have like food afterwards, like all these kind of small little shops you can go to, and they have desserts and people, families sitting together after the Jummah. They sit like in small little circles, husband, wife, kids, maybe mother, father, whatever, and they'll sit down on the green areas or the shaded areas, and they'll have some food together. Simple food like something like maybe hummus and some of this kind of like Palestinian bread. They have all that, and then yeah, and then they're there till about us. So the thing in Palestine is, unfortunately, the Israeli government, they have like these kind of restrictions on who can come for Juma. So there's one guy there. Yeah, I remember he's one guy there, and every time I go there, I try to meet him. And we went to his village once, by the way, and I'll tell you about his village in a bit, right? But this guy, I met him last time we went, and he was telling me that he's from the US, but he's originally Palestinian, and he said his wife, he has a type of like a type of pass that allows him to be able to come to Masjid Aqsa. His kids have the pass until they're 16. After 16, they won't have be allowed to come to Masjid Aqsa. That they have restrictions, and his wife cannot come. So look at that, and he said he just can't do anything. Ajib, man. So this is something, unfortunately, people over there, they have to go through. It's a, I suppose, it's a test for them as well. May Allah alleviate the hardship and difficulties that these people go through. Something that when we talk about lockdown, these guys, their life is locked down, right? They are just restricted, and it's just so sad when you see them and you see all the freedom that you have. So yeah. Anyway, this guy, yeah, basically, the first time I met him was when the first time I went to Masjid Aqsa. So we went for itikaf. We went for itikaf there. We stayed there in the masjid, right, for like 2 weeks or so, and we met him there. And then he said, after you finish your itikaf, he goes, come, let's go, because he was in itikaf. Come to my village, and his village is like about a 2-hour drive. So he said, okay, yeah, let's go for it. So after we finished, after Eid day, because it just becomes dead afterwards, we went to his village, and his village is like in some hills, some mountainous areas. So we gone there. Very nice, quiet place, calm. We stayed, we stayed in his house. Yeah, actually, stayed the masjid. Yeah, the masjid. And this guy basically, he took us onto this hilltop where you can see like a whole valley area of hills and all these scattered little like masjids you can see, minarets. This whole Palestinian area, and he basically gave us. They cooked. Guess what they cooked? You wouldn't guess. They cooked a whole lamb in the ground. First time I saw it myself, right? Because I've eaten lamb that's been cooked in the ground, but this is the first time they were cooking it. And there was like this whole big sort of trough they make in the ground. They fill it with charcoal. They put the marinated lamb in, and they close it, and they leave for many hours. So they brought that out. We prayed on the side. It was nice breeze blowing, and all of us guys were sitting there, and then they pulled it out, and it was like kind of like Maghribish time, and like so the sky was a bit purpley, ready, and we had the food, and then they lit a fire, and they all sat around the fire, and then they all started singing nasheed. So you had to join in. So even if you don't know the nasheed, you got to come out with your own kind of words for it as well. So they're all singing these nasheeds, and then guess what? So the first time ever, chickpeas. You know where chickpeas are from? Have you ever seen? I never knew where chickpeas were from. Put in the comments if you've ever had chickpea from this original source, which is plants basically. It's like a stalk, and the chickpeas grow on there in these pods, and then you kind of like open them up, and then so they get these like a green chickpea pods on the stalks, and you throw it in the fire, and it cooks, and then you eat it. And that was also another experience as well that we had there. So it was a really good fun time over there, alhamdulillah. But it makes you just realize that look, all of this that we're going through at the moment, every single thing that's happening, we being with our families, in our homes, we should enjoy this time. We should make the best of this time. Sometimes I mean, I personally think that after this lockdown, we're going to be a different community. We're going to have a different, like, insight into our lives. Maybe the lives that we were living were so kind of automated, they were so on autopilot mode that we didn't realize the kind of things that we're missing out on. Yeah, being with family, or maybe even connecting with each other properly, appreciation of family members, visiting them, going to the masjid, even the mundane things like going and buying groceries, these kind of things. All of these things, I think we should, ultimately try our best to become better people. Fridays Juma, we read Surah Kahf, on a daily basis, sorry, on a weekly basis, and we ask Allah for protection from the fitnas of the Dajjal, because these are the things that we out of our control. So we ask Allah for protection from those things that we can ask. So anyway, let me just check out some of your guys' comments, see what you guys said last time. So you got S. Hussein saying Mark Twain is a 19th century writer. Oh, mashallah. Yeah, I've heard of him. I think I've seen a few of his books. Yeah, Mark Twain, that's it. That's the one. Jazakallah khair for correcting me on that. Mark Twain's. Now, his food shows. I like watching food shows, by the way. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys like watching food shows. But like Gordon Ramsay, okay, he's good because he swears a bit. And then you got people like the other guy who goes around traveling as well. I can't remember his name as well now. Yeah, but Mark Wayne's is an interesting one. But he just eats everything. These guys just eats everything, and you feel a bit sick afterwards. This was saying I never tried apple cider vinegar, but I did come fully vegan last year and have felt healthy once. Yeah, I've heard that's very good. Yeah, I had a friend who actually, you're probably watching, died. That he actually became vegan, him and his wife, and he's found it very, very beneficial, spiritually very uplifting. He felt energetic, he felt less lethargic, and overall it was really beneficial for him. So yeah, I think might in the future might want to think about that. Not. On a joke. We'll see, inshallah. Big Mo is saying, yeah, keep them long. Yeah. Don't make short videos. Zamir is saying, I take a teaspoon of Ethiopian habba soda. Okay, Ethiopian one you can get. I don't know the different types. And what else? Lemon water infusion. All right. Alhamdulillah, I can make Somali French dishes. Allahu Akbar. Yeah, but it's no point telling us that. We need to. We don't believe you. Yeah. Is there any more comments? We need to see. We only believe when we see and we taste. Okay, Khan's written some good things in here about the issue I mentioned yesterday about in Pakistan, where you have this difference of the upper class and ulama, scholars, and madrasas. You have this kind of like a void in between. Yeah, definitely. This is something which unfortunately we do get with this, and there could be so many reasons for this. Drew Binsky, who's traveling the world, said Pakistan is the nicest country. Okay, yeah, Drew Binsky. I think that name of familiar that is. Yeah, I think I've seen his videos. Yeah, and Zara saying O negative blood. Yes, I think that's O negative. I think I've got O negative blood. Yeah. So anyway, so let me know how your Juma went. What you guys get up to do in Juma in your lockdown days, and you guys like the clothing. Yeah. So let me just show you guys, just so that you can see. So you see, shoes are a bit. I don't know. What do you guys think of the shoes? Do you guys think these shoes match or not? Jubba, haven't got a topi on. That's the only thing missing. Suit kind of fits perfectly. Yeah, right to the arms, to the wrists. And hair's combed back nicely. Yeah. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know, inshallah, in the comments about how your Juma went. And hopefully see you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow I probably won't be doing one of these. Weekends, I think weekends I'm going to not do one of these. I think it's just on the weekdays. What do you guys think? Leave it for the weekends. Weekdays, weekends I'm going to have live stream. So make sure you join me for that live stream, inshallah, tomorrow. I've also got a talk which I'm going to be doing for a charity organization, GRT. It's going to be at Surah Al-Asr. So check that out. It's going to be, inshallah, really good. So take care, inshallah. May Allah protect all of you guys and your families and keep you safe and give you barakah in your life and blessings and give you shifa from any illnesses. And by the way, my throat has become better, alhamdulillah. Yesterday, as you can tell, the sound of my voice is a bit better as well. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.